Flight boss, bitch. Now, let's talk about motherfucking sun relationship with Jupiter, cause you're stupider. Ha 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 ha. Flight boss, bitch. Now check this out. Motherfucking Jupiter. What's Jupiter? Jupiter is your wisdom, your thoughts, your higher knowledge of the things you into. So basically, on the simplest terms, Jupiter is what helps you get into something to learn about something. So if you're a person who into music, depending on where your Jupiter at, that's going to place what aspect of music you're into. Like if you're a producer and you're into beats, wherever Jupiter is placed, Jupiter is what help you get into what you need to learn about making beats, how to make beats and whatever like that. Jupiter is what you're into. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like what you're into and willing to learn about. Like say, for an example, say your Jupiter is in Sagittarius, right? And you're a person who's in school right now. If Jupiter in Sagittarius, you're not learning what's in school. You're actually learning why you have to go to school. So you're going to start going on the internet and look up things of why do I have to go to school, or why I'm into it, or why do I have to do this, and you're going to learn another philosophy. You know what I'm saying? When your Jupiter steps into like an earth sign, then you're going to be into learning about the practical matters of things. So if you're into music and your Jupiter is in an earth sign, then you're going to be learning about how to practically make music. Like, all right, let me get into what I need to make music. What should I do to meet people? How should I? This is where Jupiter at. If Jupiter is in a air sign, then you're going to be based upon if Jupiter in an air sign, it's like, and you're into music, you're going to want to learn new flow patterns, new ways to put words together, new ways to write it, new ways to present it. You know what I'm saying? You want to learn more about that. It's basically Jupiter is your wisdom. The thing that whatever you're willing to expand upon on, whatever you're learning. So when the sun trines Jupiter, whatever you're into, you're willing to gain knowledge upon it too. That's just like say your sun and your Mars is in a trine, right? And say you're acting on making music, but your Jupiter is at a square to both of those. What happens is, yeah, you're doing it, but you're not willing to learn the necessary ways of doing it right. So you may be doing it and not getting nowhere, and your Jupiter is somewhere else trying to learn other shit. Like your Jupiter may be somewhere trying to learn how to get Facebook friends, but your Sun and your Mars is trying to do music, and then they out of odds because you're not bringing them both together. You know what I'm saying? So that's an example. But for the Sun being in a trine or the same sign, the same element as the Sun and Jupiter being in the same element, these people, whatever they're into, they're willing to learn about it too. Learn. The knowledge that they need to learn to actually know what they're actually into, and not just be into it just because they find it amusing. Now, when your Sun sextile to Jupiter, Jupiter is able to learn something that has nothing to do with what the Sun is into, but is able to connect it and apply both of them together. So it is able to take the knowledge that it's learning and apply it to the things that it's into. So these people know how to connect things, how to put things together in their head, and it plays out with how the person is too. Because say most of the time these be the people who say you're going to break in a house with someone else, right? And you a Sun sextile Jupiter person, right? And what happens is you all your life you might have been learning how to pick locks, right? but you never broke into a house because your sun sign wasn't really on that. Now when you meet this person who convinced you, like, look man, let's go break into this house, man, they got like 3 flat screens in there and shit like that. What happens is you're able to take the knowledge from you learning how to pick locks your whole life and apply it to the situation y'all in now. Like now we finna go, nigga might not ever knew you knew how to pick locks. So when y'all get to the house to take the 3 flat screens and shit, you start you unlock the door, and then dude looking at you like, damn, how you know how to do that? And you telling him like, man, I've been doing this my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't been breaking into nobody's houses, but I just know how to pick locks. You know what I'm saying? That's when that's the opportunity it can assist each other with. I know I'm bringing y'all some ghetto ass analogies and shit with these videos and shit. Y'all just gotta spare with me, man. I apologize for living in my upbringings. Now, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about motherfucking this when your sun is squaring Jupiter. Now, when your sun is squaring Jupiter, I kind of gave you a little analysis on that a couple seconds ago when I was like, your sun is into one thing, but the shit you into is always something else. So these are people that you might meet in jail that every time you wake up, nigga punching niggas in the face every day, right? But you that's your cellmate, right? And then at night, this nigga reading Caitlyn Jenner book every night and shit like that. You like, what the fuck, nigga? You got a Caitlyn Jenner book? You reading nigga? You getting up punching niggas in the face every day, nigga? But at night, to ease your mind, you reading the Caitlyn Jenner book, nigga? Like the Caitlyn Jenner book has nothing to do with this nigga getting up punching niggas in the face every morning. But at the same time, like, you know, so that's the shit he willing to expound his knowledge on. So no, that's silly as fuck though. But you know, that's the analogy right there. You know what I'm saying? That's when your Jupiter squares your sun in a NATO. You know what I'm saying? It's like the shit you willing to expound and expand knowledge on might not be necessarily what you into, but it's just something that you do on your spare time, and you know what I'm saying, and expound knowledge on. And I don't think there's ever a way that you could connect reading a Caitlyn Jenner book at night and waking up in the morning in jail and punching somebody in the face every day, a different person in the face every day. You know what I'm saying? There's no way to connect them two, but that's just what that person do. And people may look at that person like, he's a dynamic person, like, you know what I'm saying, of many traits. You know what I'm saying? That's the square. Now when you got the opposition, right, when your Jupiter is in opposition with your sun, it creates a tug of war effect. So it's like, say in this same scenario, a person who do punch people in the face every morning, a different person in the face every morning in jail, but they read a Caitlyn Jenner book at night. Say this person will punch niggas in the face and be like, yeah, nigga, and I read Caitlyn Jenner's book last night, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Like, you know, it'll be like an opposition. It'd be like, this nigga be doing some corny shit, but this nigga be punching different niggas in the face every day when he wake up in the morning and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it puts it out there. It puts the tug of war effect energy out in the open. It's like, you're telling people what you're into, but it has nothing to do with what you're doing. So it just confused the fuck out of people. And these are your best robbers. These are a lot of Sun square Jupiter people can be psychopaths, can be killers that do it so good nobody never knew it was them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not showing that energy that they was into that in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of sums it up right there. You know what I'm saying? Take these analogies and put them in your own analogies and put them in your own mind and start playing it out. Because the best thing with astrology to do is to see it happen right in front of your eyes. To experience. Go out and experience. And then that's the best way you can start confirming some of these things other than somebody just telling you what it's doing. You can actually see it being done and be able to analogize what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Flight boss, bitch. And we're going to do all the outer planets in one.